What's up everyone, welcome back to MiBR Gaming. My name is Ron and today we're going to be watching some demos and maybe I'll play also a little bit, because sometimes I almost fall asleep while I do this. It's not because I don't enjoy it, because I enjoy watching demos and you know, feeling out the tactics that teams are using, but sometimes I have to push myself into doing something. Well, I say hello to you. My dog there says the same. She's guarding my back. She's a lovely dog. Let's move into it. We're gonna start with, I said Astralis, yes? No. VP against Navi. Man, let me tell you about this game. I apologize for chewing gum, but it makes the brain work better. So, yesterday morning I woke up and I was like, Virtus.Pro against Navi. This is the kind of match that, you know, funky stuff would happen, and I think Navi has a good chance of winning. But I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna put money on it. I don't want to bet. I don't want to blah 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 blah. Then I was away from home. Then I come home and I check the result. I was like, okay. So we're gonna watch Navi against Virtus.Pro. Hello. We are going to start with Inferno. Let's see if we can notice anything funky. See if we can notice anything funky. Okay. We are going to stop the music. Meanwhile, I'm gonna say that I hope that everybody's doing good. I'm gonna currently work on like, I've published my latest top 10 video with with 10 glove and knife combinations. And somebody said to me that maybe I should do one with cheap knives. So I have the list. I have a list of 10 knives under 100 bucks, or 100 euros I should say. I'm gonna work on that video closely. Salut, Grigore! Mulțumesc. So I'm gonna work on that video maybe even today or tomorrow, and it should be out in a couple of days. So be on the look for that. Okay, Inferno. By the look of things, Navi picked this map, right? Let's just check it so that we are absolutely sure that we are not talking out of our ass. Search Virtus.Pro. What a bad joke this is, man. It's a shame though, cause I feel like out of all of the teams, Mousesports and Navi are the most messed up because of the online plays. Oh, okay. VP chose Inferno. Hello, Felix. What's up? How's the weather in Switzerland? Welcome to the stream. Good morning, everyone. So, let's set things up. There you go. CT side for Navi, which is weird. Oh, it absolutely makes sense. Okay. Looks like it's gonna be a mid-heavy presence here. Simple just push taps with his confident aim. yeah, I should be able to publish it by tomorrow evening, to be honest with you. You should be outside. Okay. Well, soon we should be able to walk out and enjoy life as it should be, you know, with all this bullshit that's going on. What do you have some? Do you like to play any sports, Felix? Or yeah, what outside activity do you enjoy the most? This was a pretty straight mid push from Virtus.Pro. They showed some presence on Banana in the beginning, nothing special. Sanji pushed in apps. He took out Simple, which was quite easy for him because like they were fighting close quarters, and the Glock is better than the USP, in my humble opinion. So we are here 1-0 for Virtus.Pro, which, guys, you're probably not gonna see that the ones that commented, but sometimes I have smart ass comments with people that say that I should put in the tag name of their sponsors also. So instead of Navi, I should put in the whole name into my titles of my POVs, which is not gonna happen. I'm not getting sponsored by anybody. I'm just calling teams by name. I don't care about their sponsors. So that's just funny that somebody would ask that of me. Who knows? Maybe there's some undercover activists for the websites. This was a fishy match, and I just want to see it. I'm curious on how it went down because I didn't see it live. Yeah, well, we have something in common because I also love to walk my dog, but I do walk my dog every morning. We go into the woods where I can get her off leash so she can run around like a crazy puppy. I still do that, I don't care. So they're gathering up on A again. This time it's more of a contact play. This is gonna be very hard for Navi to stop. Simple does rotate. Takes out one guy, but it is very hard. Now Boomich, yeah, they know about his position. The flash is good, but he gets taken out. Simple couldn't help him because there was a smoke right here that was thrown by the T side. Okay, straight. I don't know. 2 CIS teams and a very, very shocking result. You know, I'm not gonna say the obvious, which is they are both sponsored by betting sites, which, listen guys, I don't think that there was anything fishy around here. At least I'd like to think so. I don't think so, but I was just very curious to see how VP managed to beat Navi, although they were like really underperforming ever since they got picked up by VP. This whole lineup, unfortunately for them. What is Flamey doing? What is this? What is this? Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll do a... What is this? Okay, let's see that again. He's not flashed. Okay, Flamey. Okay. Okay, here we go. Strike number 1. That was interesting, don't you think, Felix? Now they're gonna push in B. Full force. They are quite well equipped. AKs and Galils across the board. Boomich hits a very nice shot, but it is gets taken out by Quicker. And it's all down to Perfecto, which that should be the round. So let's go on and move ahead. Okay. They're battling for banana control. Adren has a very solid position. Yeah, he does get popped, obviously. I mean, it's standard procedure, so. But he does get refragged, which eventually works in the favor of Virtus.Pro. Now Jim goes down. Simple hits a shot on Sanji. Pops the flash, very well timed flash. He slows down the push, but unfortunately doesn't have support yet. That's a good smoke if you just want to cross. Yep, Buster has him, and he also hears Flamey. The rotations took kind of long. I want to see Flamey. Let's go back and see how the rotations went, because I after that Molly thing, I'm starting to be suspicious here. Okay, nothing fishy. So it was a pretty straight round from Virtus.Pro. They battled it out on banana with 3 people on banana and 2 more around this area in middle / pit. And then they rotated towards mid, where they made a contact play. They tried to go long, but then they turned around because Simple was there. Yeah, this doesn't work out. Pretty basic, but yeah, if it works, it works. I always say this, like, you know, when we watch these demos, you don't have to always expect some genius moves, you know. You just, even if it's basic and it works, I mean, go ahead and do that as much as you want. Echo round for Navi. They're toying around with the idea of pushing in middle, making good use of utility. They take out Perfecto. I mean, granted, Simple did drop a 30 bomb here, so it's not like they didn't try. It's just that online, and Navi has not been the best team around there. It's a 4-on-5. This is a very hard round. Yeah, I don't know. Well, he was, but he couldn't cross because I'm pretty sure he was aware that they are watching him, so that's why he stood. Okay, let me explain you what. That's why he stood here, because he knew that people were here and were expecting him. So he just tried, in my opinion. He just stood here because he had teammates here, so he could bait, you know, but it didn't work out because Virtus.Pro did need the spot, so I don't think there's anything like fishy there. Was there a smoke? But even so, I think this is a nice tag that Navi gets to a wrench here. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. That's a good job from Navi. I mean, Virtus.Pro did walk into a stack. They were 4-on-5, but with all the smokes and the weapons that they had, they couldn't work their way properly. Especially because I think they threw a molly on quad, so they were expecting quad to be clear, which it wasn't, because the quad player repositioned. Boomich was, I think, there. So what knives does your friend think about Felix? Because I have a good list. I have a list on the top 10 knives under $100. it's like there are some really good choices there, man. I wasn't expecting that many good choices, but there are quite a few nice choices. Obviously, there are gonna be some gut knives and some shadow daggers, but most of them are like really nice. And I think I only put one gut knife on the list because, you know, who the heck likes gut knives? But in some patterns they actually look very attractive, so there's that. So it was a pretty default-ish round here. They had presence in middle, they had presence in banana. What I have noticed is that up until this point, Virtus.Pro didn't use that much this area of the map. Second mid was not very used by them except on the pistol round where Sanji killed Simple. So they mostly focus on middle and banana. Well, he's not gonna get a Karambit or Talon Knife for under 100. Even on M9 I don't think so, but it depends where you get it from. I always... all the prices that I put out is from the official Steam market, so yeah. Okay, that was close, but Simple does the job here. That was a good retake from the Ukrainian / Russian side. I also have like, maybe show him, maybe check out, I mean, you are aware of my list with the top 10 under 200 knife list. There are some pretty good options there also. Now this is a fast middle push. You can actually get a somewhat decent bayonet for under 100, and that's like the bayonet, to get a bayonet under 100, I think that's a banger. I mean, everything considered, it's still a lot of money to throw out on some pixels, I know. But you get the idea. So it was a pretty straight mid push from Virtus.Pro. Now they are doing an eco again. Previously they had also a head buy with pistols. So let's see how this works out. I figure most of the time I won't fast forward the demo, sorry. In the freeze time I'll just talk about the previous round. I think that's more informative, more useful. Now this is a very quick push into the car position. He has a good spot here, but let's see if he can use it. He hears that they are falling back, so maybe he's just holding his spot. Yeah, until the smoke passes, until the smoke clears. Oh, that was a very nice combo. That's super nice team play. Look at that. That is so smart from Flamey and Boomich. One of them throws the molly and the other one just peeks in case somebody wants to fall back. It's like spot on. You are dead if you are in that position. That is so good. So he throws the molly. Yeah, and he peeks. And that molly is also, I think, to prevent the T's from falling back, because the molly is here. So Boomich with the MP9, which is a very good weapon close quarters, is just gonna rail them down, which is a really nice team play there. Now they are spread out here. I don't know what the intention is eventually, but Virtus.Pro is kind of everywhere on the map. But it won't serve them. From what I see, it was a tough round though, with only pistols, no armor. How was your weekend, Felix? Was it good? Did you miss me? Welcome to the stream, guys. I hope everybody's having a lovely day. I had a good day today, up until this point. I figure it's gonna continue that way. There you go. Now we lose only one soldier on the spot. It was not much to talk about. They were spread out a little bit here and there, maybe hoping to get some frags and then maybe make a decision. It didn't work out, so that's that. Let's move on. Full buy on both sides. Boomich still with the MP9, which is kind of good with this weapon, if memory serves well. Those are some good nades. They don't do very much damage, but 25 damage is respectable. Oh, that sounds good, Felix. Ooh. That's a good nade. He instantly falls back. He knows that there's no room for him there. So again, they have presence all over the map. Not on second middle, but I think, yeah, judging by the position of Sanji, I did miss that part. I think he came through Reatch, or at least he came this way, so there was presence there. Now there is some contact here. Look at this though. Adren is so far up on short. Pure contact. They didn't. Oh, Adren, you hurt him, man. That lurk was so good up until he messed it up. You can literally hear Simple in your headphones. Quite a while before he shot you, so don't know what that was about, but looks like it's gonna be a short push. That Navi should take this. They are very prepared. Perfecto sees one jumping. There are a lot of steps here, and with that fake bomb plant, it's a pretty done deal regarding where they are trying to push. Now Simple is smoked down, and although they had a good setup on Navi's side, they lose out on the trades. Unfortunately, probably gonna save. Yep. So yeah, what was here? Sanji here, then one more guy. I think he pushed in middle. He was showing mid presence. People on 3 guys on banana, feeling things out, and then they went contact. The big guys turned around once Adren was around here already, which a second later and Adren would have shot some people on the A side. But it didn't happen because Simple was there on spot, and Adren, I think, forgot to turn on his headphones. Now I'm just joking here, guys. Don't get too mad if you're an Adren fan. I have a lot of respect for him. He's an old school player. I'm just joking. But he did have his headphones turned off. So let's go ahead. Full buy on both sides. Boom, 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 boom. Presence on banana. Sanji again in the apps department. This is a good spot for Adren, but unfortunately, Boomich will take care of the situation, baby. Have you played a lot of CS in the weekend, Felix? Yeah, they're still spread out, showing presence here and there. Sanji lurking. I played a little bit of CS, I think Saturday. I don't have that much time. And CS is just one of those games that it really does require a lot of hours if you want to have some joy playing it, because you can't just play one match and then get up. I don't know what Perfecto was doing there, but Simple is not happy. Let me see. Granted, the Virtus.Pro player didn't make any steps, so maybe that's why Perfecto didn't peek, but once he was shooting him it was obvious, so I don't know why Perfecto didn't peek earlier. So I did play 2 matches, I think. One was decent, the other one was with a guy that was crying, Reefer, so it was a little bit anticlimactic. Oh no, his aim was just bad. 16 hours. Ooh. Ooh, Felix. What a little beast you are. So it's a 3-on-4. Oh, Boomich messes that one up. Flame is here. Almost hits the shot, but it doesn't work out. Buster, sorry, takes care of him. And it's gonna be a 2-on-2. I think in that push-in, usually you should get 2 frags if you are the CT side. Just so your teammates have a higher chance of winning the round, obviously. Now this is a 1-on-1, Jame against Perfecto. Yeah, I would put my money on Jame in that situation, in that spot. Every now and then, I don't know. I genuinely think that I usually have bad luck with teammates. Because like, I don't know, I'd say like out of 5 games, 3 games are with some fishy things always happens. I can't even play decently, you know. But usually I'm pretty good at ignoring people. I put them on mute, and I just try to play my game, try to enjoy the game. So, back to the match. Pistol round for Na'Vi. They all have 1 smoke, which is interesting. Electronic and Boomich bought up some armor, small armor. Now it looks like they really like this play where they go in middle, do a contact play in middle. And this time I think they'll do a better job. They don't even expect this, man. The flank is not even expected, which I don't get. I don't know. Simple hit some nice shots here. Perfecto does a good job in lowering the numbers. Oh, Simple is in a very tough spot. Oh my god, man. That is so sick. It's, yeah. Yeah, luckily for him, the Virtus.Pro players were low HP. So it did work out again. I don't know how they get. They had such a good spot here, and they still missed the round. Granted, Simple did make a quad kill, so that was hard. I hit two good shots in this department while he was on short towards long, and again he takes out one guy, Jame, in middle. So now Virtus.Pro are in a fishy spot here. Okay, Buster is on banana, just holding off some possible aggressive plays. He has one smoke in case he gets mollied, which is good. Quick art is here also. There's still 1 minute, so there is time. But their weaponry is limited. 2 Tech 9s, 1 AK, 1 AWP. And it looks like they intend to hit, or at least show some presence on the B side. I don't know if this gonna be a B split. Buster has a good spot here. He hears one guy inside. Na'Vi is not rotating because they figure, hey, we got 3 guys in the B side and that's enough, but it doesn't work out. Now they do know where he is, so that's gonna be tough, yes. Simple does a good job in fragging him, but the other Shackles are jumping onto Flamey. That was a nice timed attack by Virtus.Pro, I have to say. As soon as the attention is on the CT guy, they instantly push in B, which is the right call, and it's just nice to see that they had such a nice timing. Their intentions were paid off. Now this is still tough. It's a 3-on-3 though. They have 2 Tech 9s, so this is gonna be hard. Ooh. Yeah, let's see that from Quickard's. Let's see that from Quickard's perspective. That was nice. Again, it takes like around 2 hours to roll back a demo. Standard Valve stuff. Well, at least this game has a demo watch ability, unlike other games that are new on the market and think that they're gonna kill Counter-Strike, right? So let's see what Quickert is doing here. Oh! Oh! That last one is so filthy. That was a nice shot from him. Okay, 2 guys middle, 2 second middle. Sanji goes to abs. Looks like that's his department. With Adra and with the bomb are up in second. Ooh, no chance for. Oh, he sees the foot. No chance for Sanji there. They are they are spread up here. Quickert is close to firing Boomich. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I get it. That's just an unlucky timing. Are they pushing in B now? I'll talk about what I want to say a little bit later. Let's see what the action is gonna hold. Yeah, they just push in B. But it's already a 3-on-4, which is tough. 3-on-2 now. Electronic is just rotating. That was a good push by who was it? Quickert here, I think. Quickert on Boomich, because usually I've seen this setup a lot. Even FaZe does it, where one guy is sitting here with a flash, obviously, to get a pop flash for his teammate, and his teammate just pushes out. Well, this time the flasher wasn't yet ready, or he didn't want to throw the flash. And Quickert was very close. He did a very good job in hitting this position, and he had a one-on-one duel with Boomich, and he had an AK, so most of the time Terrorist is gonna win in those spots. And only then, after Boomich died, the CT player flashed, which at that point was useless, but you have no way of knowing that, you know. It was a quick rush in B after they killed Boomich. That was a little bit surprising. Oh, my ding ding dong! Where am I fighting demos? Hello, Milic. Well, they're on hltv.org, man. That's the spot to get demos from for many years now. So, Virtus.Pro did force up. Maybe they're trying to execute something. They have 3 Tech 9s Deagle and 1 AK. Oh, Boomich, Boomich, Boomich. You know what, Boomich? If you're alone on B, you have to play it defensively, in my humble opinion. But at the same time, he was fishing for some information. Well, he got a lot of information. Let's just see how he managed to get himself into that spot. He wanted to peek on Banana, but the problem is that everybody was looking at him. Okay, jiggle peek. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Oh, he sees one. Now it takes a wide peek, which, yeah, I don't know. I think the best choice to do in that spot is to just fall back. Give the information that one is Banana and fall back, because you are alone on the B site, and that brings a lot of responsibility towards you to not die, or at least if you do die, then at least you have to take out 2 guys. Cypher, I only review Valorant demos, sorry, no CS demos from subscribers. Oh. The doggy is sleepy, look at her, she's just laying down. Oh. So, that was absolutely, positively, 100% Boomich's fault. I don't know why he did that there. I think it's a bad choice. The timing was right though for Virtus.Pro, so they were a little bit lucky with the timing, but hey. Luck is on the side of the strong ones. Last round of the side. Na'Vi has a potato buy, but Stimple still has an op, so that's gonna count for something. Boomich has an M4. 3 guys are on B. Flamey's with the flash, probably popping at one point. The bad news for Na'Vi is that Virtus.Pro is on the other side of the map, with 2 guys in apps and 2 guys in middle. I have a Corsair. I can't remember the model. Yeah, maybe Cypher here can, if he's still here, he can tell you. I have a Corsair. I don't know which one. Can't remember. And the box is in the basement, so I'll Google it after this round. What about you, man? What keyboard do you have? And as for the mouse, I have a Logitech G402 with wire. I don't like wireless mice. So Virtus.Pro take this round, which was, yeah, predictable because they were only 2 guys from Na'Vi on the A side with limited weaponry, so can't really blame them for that. But Boomich did cost Na'Vi the second to last round, so who knows if they win that round, maybe they go on and win the next one also. So I don't know, guys. One itsy bitsy moment. I just have to get some water for myself. I'll be back and we'll continue. I'm back. I apologize for that. That is my fault. For not getting prepared before the stream. I usually have some water because I talk a lot and my mouth gets dry. Okay. Boom, let's continue. So, pistol round. For the second side. Very cautious setup here, except the simple. But he's wisely hiding behind the wall here, and he does get pop flashed. He gets 2 pop flashes. It doesn't work out for him because they already fell back, which is, look, you see, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is very smart from Virtus.Pro. You take one guy out here, that's it. You fall back. You're 4 on 5. You have the advantage. So props to them for playing solid Counter-Strike here, at least in the first half. Also, they played a pretty good Counter-Strike. Boomich there messed up the second to last round. That was quite a, I don't know. You shouldn't do those mistakes at this level. But those are little nitpickings, you know. At the end of the day, they're also human, just like us, so they also make mistakes. So they're gonna execute on A with a smoke towards long, a molly on A. Sanji does take one out, which is very good for him, especially in that spot. There were a lot of people. He was with the P2000 in close quarters. The trading goes. I don't see how the smoke helps. I don't know if he wanted to throw it like this or it was just bad luck, because you can see the legs. while people are crossing on short, you can still see the legs. So I don't know how much of that was intended. It depends. Oh, thank you, thank you. That's nice, Felix. Felix. That's cool. Your brother works for ESL. What does he do for ESL? I actually got this at ESL Pro League Season 7. No, Season 8. I was in Odense, where they held the semifinals and the final eventually. I was there on Saturday at the semifinal. I remember Astralis played Mouse Sports, and Team Liquid played Made in Brazil. The matches were kind of boring because Astralis beat Mouse Sports easily, and then Liquid did the same to Made in Brazil. But it was cool. It was a little bit boring, to be honest with you. I expected it to be better. It wasn't cool though, because there was a kid behind me. He was yelling all matches long, man. From start to finish, he was yelling into my ear. He spilled beer onto my jacket. And then, to top everything off, when the event was over, we returned. I had a flat tire, so a 4.5 drive transformed into a 7-hour drive. Because I put in the spare tire, and the spare tire you couldn't go faster than 80 kilometers. So I drove from 10 o'clock in the evening until 5 o'clock in the morning Sunday. I was so spent, man. I am so grateful that we got home healthy and safe, because let me tell you, the last half an hour of that drive were like me smacking myself not to fall asleep. Okay, meanwhile, the next round happened. That was just a side story. Navi doesn't manage to do a lot of damage here. So, yeah. Virtus.Pro do a good job in isolating and taking out the opponents. What? I think you forgot to write the first part. So what does your brother do to... for ESL, sorry. That's cool. So... first buy round for Navi. They have yet to find a round here on the T side. They're showing some heavy presence on Banana. They're battling for it. No one to oppose it because Virtus.Pro is playing it defensively. On the other side of the map, Virtus.Pro have a pretty good setup here. Jim can bait nicely for Sanji in case he gets seen, but they smoke long off. That nade has a good timing on it, although it doesn't hit anybody. This is a very nice boost. Very, very nice boost. They're showing some presence, but they are falling back. Let's see if they get baited. Looks like they do get baited. This is a double fake here from Navi. I love these kind of plays, man. It causes so much. Usually, if you're not very... oh, sorry. Okay, that's my mistake. If you're not very familiar with these plays, it can throw you off your game so much. Because, yeah, what? Ooh, wait. So they did the double fake. What?
Counter-terrorists win.
Was that a triple fake? What was... Okay, so first off, they took Banana, yeah, they came back, showed some mid presence with some smokes and some noise. Then one guy went back to smoke B, which understandably so. Like, by the way, that by the time that happened, one guy was already rotating from B to A. expecting a B push, which is kind of, it's a good assumption if you're a CT. You do a double fake and then they go B. But they actually come in middle. While one guy is... Wow, they just ran down the clock, to be honest. I wonder how much of this round was pre-planned and how much was it just called on the fly. That would be very interesting to know, because that was like a triple fake. That was a triple fake, but... I'll still have to practice my explanation of rounds. That was somewhat of a chaotic round, and it would be so interesting to know if that was pre-planned or just called on the fly. Unfortunately, time does run out, so you have to be very mindful of the execution of these type of fakes. Quickert has an aggressive play with Jame in apps. It does work out because they do take out Flamey, but Navi is on a half buy. They are spread out around the map. Two guys on banana. Simple now on middle from second, and Electronic went to pick up the AK from Flamey. The hero AK. I think so. Well, thank you, Felix. Welcome to the stream, guys. I hope everybody's having a lovely day. We're having a look at Navi versus Virtus.Pro here. Very interested to see how this went down. I gotta say, VP played a solid Counter-Strike. Especially on the T side, they played solid Counter-Strike. That's a good molly. That's a good molly from Jame. Electronic burns. Boomich also burns. Adren is in a tough spot. Yeah, he does what he can. Boomich spams him through the smoke. VP guys should have killed more than they did. Oh, Quickert. Should have made a little bit more frags for the retake to be viable. Yeah, Navi took the trades there. There was a lot of chaos, a lot of smokes, so it's tough. Looks like they forced up. Deagle and armor. Somewhat of a default setup on both sides. VP is playing it defensively in B, understandably so, while these bad boys are showing some presence on B. Electronic is an absolute flamey. Now they turn back. Navi does this a lot. That's why it can be fishy and so annoying to play against a style like Navi has. Because if you don't do your homework on them, or you just don't have that much experience while you play your games, like on our level, so to say, it can really throw you off. So again, double fake. So they showed some presence in B, they came back middle, presence here, and then now two guys are lurking in B, which Virtus.Pro over-rotated, but it's understandable due to their weaponry. They have no weapons here. They have upgraded pistols with one AK, granted, but they had to make a move here, so you can't really blame them for over-rotating. That's a good job though from Navi to feel out things. Two guys were lurking here, and three guys were sitting here with the bomb, so they were waiting to see what happens in B. While one Navi player was already up there. Yeah. Let's go ahead to the next round. 12-8. Virtus.Pro on an eco. after the forced buy. Yeah, looks like a default here from Navi, with Electronic and Flamey on the second /apps department and Boomich on banana with Perfecto and holding mid is simple. That was a good frag from Perfecto. Quickert again was advanced there. They do take out one guy, but they don't rush. They're playing it patiently, and Buster is just busting some heads. Those were nice frag from Buster. Now looks like Navi are gonna go in. What? What? Whoa! Perfecto, my man, what is that? They were trying to go towards B, which I kind of agree with. Most of the times, if you play against, if you play 4v3, CTs have 4 people. Most of the time, there's a higher chance of 3 people being A and 1 B than the other way around, than playing, for example, 2-2 or something. So that was a good assumption. Let's see what Perfecto did here.
Counter-terrorists win.
I don't get it. Did his game drop or what? Did he lag out? I guess he lagged out. And the round is well underway, so there's no restart after this. Oh, unfortunate situation for Navi.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, he lags out here. Okay, let's move on. 2v4. Oh, this is gonna be tough. 2 Virtus.Pro players rotate. It's gonna be a B execution. Buster is low, so they can still turn back. Yeah, they're gonna try to throw away the AKs. That's a very nice move there by Navi. There were a lot of AKs on the floor there, and an AWP also, so they are saving up the weapons, and that's gonna be it. So I don't get it. Looks like Perfecto fixed these problems. Yeah, very bad timing to have a timeout, just saying. Okay, default. Both teams have weaponry. Somewhat of a default setup again with Simple in middle, Boomich and Perfecto on banana. Simple does throw a nice flash for his teammates. They are making progress little by little here on banana. Teams are very heavily fighting it. Three guys here. They're gonna battle it out while James that just hit a double kill. That was unfortunate for Navi. This is a very tough spot now. Okay. Simple sees that. 3v2, and this is now very doable. It depends on... Oh, you cannot do this. I don't know. I do not know. So they take out the guy in sandbag. What I'm thinking about is what could have possibly made them think that the B site is clear. They didn't check the site. I mean, am I the only one that thinks that that's just bad playing? Gotta check the site always, always. Okay, Navi obviously forced up. It can possibly be the last round to win in order for them to win the game in the 30 rounds. 4 on 5. That's a good flash from probably Buster. They're rotating a lot here on VP's side. There are 3 guys in B now. They hear the steps. Adren does take one out. They're gonna push in eventually. That molly is golden. Very good molly. Very important molly. Oh, okay. Very good flash. So Simple did try to jump up. Now it's very tough for Electronic to figure this one out. Yeah, that's it. Again, first buy from Navi. Same default spread again. James is on the B bomb side. Oh, that's a nice jump from him. Boomish wreaks havoc there. Boomish doesn't care. And also James is low HP, so very nice job from him. And that's it, looks like. Are they gonna give it up? Yeah, looks like they're gonna save. Which is smart. It was a 4 on 3 up until the point where they did take out one guy in middle, so 4v3 trying to retake B, that's very hard, especially with James having an op and being low HP. That was the good decision there. Navi take a round. Boomish was very instrumental there, although he did lose the important round on the CT side. He does regain a little bit of honor there, so to say. Oh, that's a nice sound cue to sell the jump onto balcony to keep the possible apps player on guard and then just leave away. That's a nice little trick. A very nice little trick by Flamey. By Electronic. They do eventually come back. Looks like they're gonna fancy an A push. Oh, Boomich is gonna have. Ooh, he's a madman, man. He's jumping in with all the confidence. Wow. That was sick. Although it was a 5 on 3 at one point, Boomish just runs into them. It makes it a 3 on 3, and now Simple takes out the rest of the 8 defenders. Yeah, Boomish did a very good job there. That's so crazy. Oh, this was a little bit too much in front. Okay, let's go 1 increment backwards. It's gonna take a while because it's you know, Counter-Strike. Meanwhile, I'm gonna tell you that I would appreciate if you would like the video, the stream, hit the like button, you know. Maybe share the channel with your friends if you enjoy the work that I put into it and the content that I make. Yeah, and that's it. That's about it. I hope everybody has a lovely day. It's very nice outside here today. You can also donate if you want to support the channel. You have links in the description down below. I would very much appreciate that. Obviously, it's not necessary. You can still hang out, have some fun with me. Just enjoy some good Counter-Strike, or in this case, some potato Counter-Strike. those two pushes in the last 2 rounds from Boomich were crazy. Yeah. Imagine he does that and he doesn't mess up the round on the CT side. This would have looked like a whole other game. They are spread out, Na'Vi, but they are against a full eco full eco round for VP. They're feeling their way into B. They don't have a smoke in CT, so Boomich will get taken out. But they have vital information. They have the fact that 2 guys are on CT and 1 on B, and they decide to just stand still. Like, some of you might look at this and would ask, why are they not rushing A if they saw 3 B? Well, this is the part where mind games come in, and Na'Vi do that a lot. Try to play mind games on the adversary. I like that style. It sometimes makes you look like a complete fool, but when it works, it's like on a whole other level. So although they, the smart thing would be, 2 guys were here, 3 actually were here. Boomich walked in, he saw 1 guy here and 2 guys in CT. So the impulse would be for them to rush A because 3 guys are A, right? Well, Virtus.Pro is thinking the same thing. So what would they do in that spot? After they take out this guy and they're here, there's no activity, they'll just run towards A and maybe leave 1 guy here. And that's when the mind games come in, and you saw Na'Vi players were just sitting here waiting for that possible rotation and then pushing in B. Yeah, it eventually didn't happen, but I think that's what they planned. They turned that back on A eventually, and I think it was Flamior who pushed in B, took out some CT guys, and that's what made the round win. But that was a different, a just interesting side note. Now, full buy. Looks like the default spread here for Na'Vi, with Electronic and Flame on second mid, Boomich Perfecto on banana, and Simple watching middle. See you, Felix. Good luck with your math, man. That's a nice nade. Looks like now he's gonna gather up on A. A to Milky Way. Hello, Rain. So they're pushing short. Yeah, James is in a very tough spot here. He can't do anything. And 4 on 3, probably VP is gonna save. Yeah, that's the logical things to do. I did do phase in the past, but I'll do it when they play new games. Other than that, I did cover their latest games, I think. Or I did at least 2 streams with the phase games. But when there will be new matches, I will do that. So, they're gonna try to save the weapons, obviously. Let's move on. Not the best of buys for Virtus.Pro, but still doable, and they're gonna have enough money to buy a next round, I think. Yes, with the full loss bonus, it'll work out. Yeah, same default spread. This time it's a little bit more different. Electronic is sitting on the bridge. spamming the wall where Flamey is slowly advancing, and the rest of the setup is absolutely the same, with Boomich and Perfecto on banana and Simple in middle. Now Virtus.Pro do play 3 guys on B. Let me see, so Adren has an M4, Buster, Pistol, and Sanji has the other M4, so both M4s are on banana. Sorry, on B. And then the other 2 guys are with pistols in A. By the looks of it, they're gonna push in A. Oh, okay. Yeah, I usually watch the game and I edit meanwhile, so I do comment there every now and then. But my membership expired and I didn't want to renew it. Oh, welcome to the channel, man. So they're gonna push in short. Yeah, FREDJI. Yeah, they're taking out Navi. Yeah, and that's the story of this round. They pushed in quite slowly in middle and then towards short. So this time, I'm guessing everybody's gonna have full buy. Yes, that is correct. Interesting to see that, like, for example, on Virtus.Pro side of things, only Buster has an M4A1S. Most of the players, from what I saw, are sticking to the M4A4, even if the M4A1S is a little bit cheaper. And has, yeah, decent amount of bullets, I think. I don't know, I just feel like, especially on Inferno, I think the M4A1S is the way to go, because of the spans that you can do through the smokes, and just simply killing people and them not knowing where the bullets come from is a very big advantage in my humble opinion, but you know, I'm not a pro player, so. What do I know? For 3 spare, I see that VP is playing with 3 people on B a lot. I wonder if it's some sort of read into Navi's play. Those were some solid mollies there from VP. It's gonna slow down the push. They're not gonna have time to turn around, I think. This is gonna be it. The trades go towards VP there, solid lockdown. Boom. That's it. Yeah. Pretty straightforward, man. It was a good match. Boomish did a mistake. But then again, he won 2 rounds when he pushed in like a madman. That was crazy. Yeah. Not much to say there, to be honest with you. It was cool to see some of the fakes by Navi. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't, but I still I'm a big sucker for those kind of strats. Okay, let's go to train. See what happened here on Navi's map pick. Picky Mickey. Okay, let's see train. Then Then we will watch Made in Brazil against FURIA. Maybe we'll take a little break. That's a nice knife on Jame, I think. Is it Jame? Yeah, the bayonet, the Crimson Web. I'm a big sucker for Crimson Web skins, man. It's just that usually, in order to get a nice one, it has to be a low float one, so those are kind of expensive. Those are usually quite expensive, actually. Okay, let's go on to the first round of the game. Now this means that Navi is gonna start on the T side precisely. So, yep, that's it. Yeah, little spread here with Flamey and Simple inner. Electronic and the rest of the gang is gonna be Ivy. Electronic actually stops on the trash can. A lot of fighting on Ivy. Guessing just to show some presence. And it does work because 3 people gather around that spot. Yeah, looks like they're gonna slowly fall back towards inner. I think Perfecto is in main, yeah, okay. So, it's gonna be probably an A push by the look of things, with 3 people coming from main and... sorry, 2 people. Okay, maybe not, maybe 3. And 2 going pop, it depends. Sanji decides to push up here. He plays it very well. He plays it very well. He tries to fall back. He stays stands his ground in case he needs to fight, but he falls back. Honestly, I don't know why you would push up to this spot if you're Sanji, because you have P2000 and you're fighting against Glocks, but that's just me. Now they do go out eventually. The battle commences. Tradings come in. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. Although, yeah, okay. They showed a lot of presence here. Then they fell back. One guy here, one guy in here. One guy inner, one guy main. They just executed the A bomb site. Nothing flashy, nothing crazy. I like the fact that Navi are on an eco round right now and they don't force up. That's a nice shot from Jame on Boomich. Tries to follow it up with an nade. Now it doesn't work out, but the intentions are good. Although I doubt that once you get shot in the main, you're still gonna stay around. The smart thing is to fall back, which Boomich did do. 2 guys on Ivy, Perfect 1 main, and then other 2 guys are in pop. Flame is going down the stairs, but Jame did hear the footsteps. Jame heard the footsteps. So they might suspect that something's up. That's a nice pop for Buster, who decides not to pick in deeply, just very passively. Okay. They want to play it very safely. Because at this point you still don't know if they're forced up, if Navi is forced up, or if they have if they only have pistols. Sanji again. This time I agree with this push. With the MP9 you are pretty much a boss in the close distance battles. What sticker is that? That looks so much like the Valorant's logo. This time he does decide to peek in deep after the pop flash is thrown. And it's gonna be an outside execution with 3 people in main, 1 Ivy, 1 pop. That's a nice little spread. It does work out for Navi. Now there is no time, but the time does get planted in time. Oof. Yeah, I'm surprised that worked, but good job from Navi, I guess. They only had armors and pistols. That should have not worked, but it did, so life goes on. Round number 3. Now Virtus.Pro at this spot, in this spot, they decide to force up. They do take out 2 people. Boomich is a pop. Perfecto walked out on main. Electronic will follow, so it's gonna be an A push, I think. Ooh. Okay, Buster hears that. Now they're just waiting at this point. Boomich is hoping to catch some aggression on ramp, or even maybe to lurk in. Navi is playing it very passively outside. Understandably so, because Boomich has a lot of real estate in B. Yeah, he's lurking inside, so I wonder at one point in time Virtus.Pro players are gonna rotate towards B. This is the mind games that Navi will do to you. You see, they are not even considering B because they know that sometimes Navi do the double fakes, the triple fakes. So although it makes them look like complete asses right now, if you look at the beta and how Navi plays, it does make sense that they stay their ground, they stay on their ground, and they don't rotate. And they are also unlimited weaponry, so maybe they were just also another option would be that they just took their chances, in the sense that they thought to themselves, okay, if they're coming outside, we're here, we're gonna fight. If they go inside, we're gonna go and save. That's maybe another possibility. Simple electronic on Ivy. Perfecto one main. The other 2 guys inside. Feeling things out here on Ivy. Maybe trying to get some territory, to find some peaks. Only Jamie's watching it with the scout here. Sanji has a very good angle here. Oof. It is tough though, because even if you have a good angle there, you have an M4 and you're facing AKs, so you do have the advantage of the first contact, but it's still tough sometimes to hit your shot before the T-sided player just wrecks you with his AK. So, full buy on both sides. Different spread this time from Navi. Flamey and Boomich do go winner, but this time Simple and Electronic are not going on Ivy. Perfecto is in main, I believe, yes. They play it slow. It was interesting. Simple walked all the way to here and then he slowed down. Now he's back here. I wonder if he made noise just to throw off Virtus.Pro due to the sound cues, but Quicker doesn't care. He just goes and takes out 2 guys in the inner part of the map. And then Navi is gonna rotate and push out main. Looks like it doesn't work out. Quicker did a good job there, taking out 2 guys inside. Somewhat of a similar spread to what we had previously, with Simple walking around between main and inner. Perfecto is in main, and Electronic just chilling in the spawn, watching for some possible Ivy aggression. They do take out Perfecto in main with a nicely coordinated pop and push. They were like 3 guys gathered around main. Ivy was completely discovered meanwhile, by the way. So it's interesting to see the gang mentality work on the CT side from Virtus.Pro. They are gonna slowly push towards inner from the looks of it, but there are 2 guys here waiting for them, so this should be quite hard to pull off for Navi. Yeah, as soon as there's some utility there, Quicker just throws the molly. That's a very nice setup if you... Yeah, that's... Regardless of what happens next, Quicker had a very nice setup there, where he mollies lower and then flashes, uses this train to throw the flash. It turns back here lower and then you can peek. That's a very nice setup there. Yeah, and eventually Virtus.Pro will take the round. And it worked because you saw that he killed the guy that decided to push on lower. So, full buy on both sides. Limited buy, limited utility for Navi. They also have a Mac 10 and a Galil. I wonder if they're gonna push quickly. Looks like not. Or maybe... yeah, what was the intent? What were the intentions there? Okay. Yeah. I think it was just a straight out fake middle, and then they push quickly in B. That's what they were trying to do there. To push Electronic outside, maybe provoke some chaos, and then they quickly rotated and pushed in inner. The Electronic part didn't work out, but the B part did work out, so now it's a 4-on-4. This is, yeah, quite tough to retake, depending on what utility you possess. It's quite hard to retake if you're VP. Now at this point I'm sure they're thinking about saving. But looks like they're gonna commit, and that's gonna be it. Buster does get a nice shot on Simple. That was a little nice duel there, because Simple was predicting Buster to run away, and so he was chasing him. Buster kind of suspected that, and he turned around and took out Simple. Also, there was no... I don't think Simple would have made it out in time if he would have rotated towards inner. I don't know the exact timing of things. So, Electronic... Oh, just a flash towards Ivy. Looks like the boys are gathering in inside. Again, they force up. Somewhat of a potato buy. Utility is even worse than the previous round. Weaponry, the same. A little bit worse. That damage does some that nade does some damage on Boomage. Okay. They do have pop here. I wonder if they're gonna try to do anything with it. Maybe Electronic to try to lurk out towards connector. Okay, maybe not. It's gonna be a straight out B execution. Oh, don't know. I don't know why I don't just be patient there if you're a Dren. Yeah. I think he should have waited there a little bit. The bomber didn't check him, so yeah. Nice little teamwork there. I don't, yeah, I know. You know, I doubt on decision making that Flame took there. which is to just peek the hold at the angle there, wide open. But at the same time, it's 3v2, so you have to do something. You have to try to get a frag somehow, so you even the numbers. Electronic does plant the bomb, but Buster plays it very, very smartly. That's gonna be the round. 4-4. 4-4. For fun. So let's see what's up next. Fuliko for Navi, that's what's up. Yeah, default number 1. I'll call this default number 1 while simple electronic go Ivy. Simple number 2, default number 2 is where, what would they usually do, where they are gathered up in middle and 2 guys in it. This is default number 1. Boomich shows some presence. I don't know. He pushed through the smoke. I don't know what the intentions were there. Maybe to force some rotates from A. They do push out on main. Now this should be a Virtus.Pro round all day long, and it actually is. I don't know what Boomich was trying to do there. I mean, I guess they were trying to fake inner or something, but yeah, it didn't work out. So again, Navi buy up. As you can see, Electronic and Simple prefer to buy a Galil and to have more utility, which is surprising that they are the players that are doing that. It's default number 1 for Navi. Boomich has a nice flash. I'm guessing that was a flash for Perfecto to push out, but Perfecto was already gone. Simple and Electronic on Ivy, while Flamey is inside. Tries to cross. Maybe have a nice timing on a lurk like Boomich had in one of the previous rounds, where B was completely open. So they do. Simple slowly falls back from Ivy. Flamey does the same from inner, so I'm guessing it might be a main push with Electronic just playing it on Ivy. It's Jane time, baby. He does take out one guy there. He does. That was so weird. Just peeking in on Trent. Hey, are you here? Yeah, I'm here. Okay, bye. So it looks like they're gonna save. Wise decision. It was a 3-on-5, so it was a tough spot to be in. Okay, this is new. Simple is inside, Perfecto is main, and 3 people are Ivy. This is a new setup, we didn't see this before. Buster is already in main, which gives a lot of info and control for Virtus.Pro on the rest of the map. They are suspecting a B push, but quickly rotates as soon as this is a nice setup here. They were both here on inner, and you saw that Sanji just walked away. So this might think, if you are a terrorist in this spot, you think, that guy's rotating, maybe I should go and peek. But if you do that, Adren is gonna be here, and he's waiting specifically for you. So that's a nice little trap there from Virtus.Pro. There's nobody here to get wrecked by it, but it's still nonetheless a nice little setup there. So they do execute outer side. Ivy guys are getting taken out. Adren hears this. Ooh. Okay. If Boomich gets a bomb plant there, that's quite a good deal. Oh, it's a little bit too much ahead, but we're gonna leave it like that. It's an eco round. They did buy pistols. Perfecto and Electronic have body armor. Mostly towards inner. Perfecto is main. Electronic again guarding Ivy. Okay, looks like this is default number 1 with 2 people in there. Perfecto main. Electronic and Simple on Ivy. On the pistol round, I've noticed they did this mostly on eco rounds, this spread, and also on the pistol round they did something similar, if I remember correctly, with Electronic and Simple on Ivy. On the weapon rounds they are more hello Marcus, welcome to my channel. If you see this, you're welcome. I mean, well, you're welcome. Welcome to the channel. I'm happy that you found something to your enjoyment. So back to my idea, I saw that Navi were doing this only, or not only, but most of the times when they had an eco round or a pistol round where they push with Simple and Electronic here. Hmm. 8-4. Looks like a quick execution. Okay, this is default number 2. Yeah. We've seen this before. This time it works out perfectly. Where they flash out and throw nades and so on and so forth for Electronic, and Electronic just pushes out by himself. Now eventually, last time they went with the bomb in B after they managed to do this, but oh my god, Electronic is just taking out everybody, and they still go with the bomb towards B. That's funny, because, you know, you might run into somebody that's trying to save a weapon, so at this point in time, although the plan is, yeah, push Electronic outside, make him provoke some chaos, and then you go inside with the bomb, I think in that situation they should have went towards A, because Electronic already took out 3 people. And it's one of those rounds where things might get funky, because maybe the CT players, after 3 people die outside, they say, okay, let's save inside, and that's when you walk in with the bomb, so things might get out of hand. But it wasn't the case this round. But they did try this. They did try this once before. So what they basically do, 2 guys were, I think, inside. There was 1 guy here flashing for Electronic. Electronic just rushed out. Obviously, he had some support from Simple in the main with the op. Also, there were some smokes thrown here. So he was by himself outside, while the other guys were eventually gathering to go towards B. Now it's a tactical timeout. This looks like the same thing. It looks like the exact same thing, but this time Electronic falls. And now Boomich goes Ivy. They do a different split now. They are... Looks like they're gonna focus more towards outside. But this time there's gonna be Boomich and Simple on Ivy. Perfecto in main and Flamey in. Pop. So Boomich takes Electronic's place here. It's a 5v4. But James is already pushed in middle here. So they have a lot of control on the map, VP. Boomich pushed on a contact play there. It didn't work out because Buster took him out. Yes! What's up? Boom. Jim was already pushed in main, so it was easy peasy for him to take out the main player. Simple does take one out on Ivy, but this is just grim for them. 4v2, cause I love you. Yeah, they did the same thing with Electronic. It just didn't work out this time. And instead of going B, they decided to go towards A, which is just a different variation of what they did previously. Okay, let's see. Okay, 3 guys Ivy, 2 guys inner. Showing some heavy presence though, a lot of noise inner. While the 3 guys on Ivy, well, up until this point they were playing it slowly. Boomich is already on 15 HP. It's somewhat of a contact play. Ooh, that molly might be very precious, but if you peek, you're gone. Yeah. Okay. Buster knows what's up. He knows that there are at least 2 people on Ivy. But look at this, VP is not moving, man. They are not moving. Only now Sanji is falling back from pop and going towards inner. They suspect it's gonna be a B hit. Now James was, again, very close towards main. He gets an easy frag on Perfecto again. They are gonna go inside, but this is gonna be... They're not gonna expect quick art here. No, and he takes out 2 people. Now a thing that you might have missed, and which did happen, is that the T side that was the bomb carrier, I didn't catch exactly who was it. When he jumped and Adrian killed him, the bomb just went further on the stairs. If he would have not jumped, it would have stopped around here. So that's just a little side note there. Okay. Let's move forward. Let's move forward, baby. What's up, guys? Meanwhile, you're free to say hi. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope you find something to your enjoyment. We're gonna be watching this match right here, then maybe a little bit of break, maybe play a match myself. And then we're gonna jump into Made in Brazil against FURIA, but we'll see about that. Let's see how this pans out. First, interesting setup from Navi on the CT side here. Simple with the CZ close up. He has a CZ drop to him because he also has body armor. Flame is close behind to support with an HE grenade. So yeah, this is an interesting setup. If somebody pushes in, maybe Simple gets some damage on him. Flamey throws the nade, and that's it. He does hear a lot of noise towards pop area. I think he spotted the quick art there. Yeah, definitely. No damage. Little bit on quick art, but that's insignificant. And it looks like more of a inner execution, yeah. And there's only 3 guys from Navi there. Flamey is a non-believer. There are still two guys in B, thinking that it might be a fake, but it's not so. Now it's a 5-on-2. It's a 5-on-2, 'cause I love you. And I don't see a world in which Simple, I mean Navi wins this. Yeah, Simple low HP, so let's move ahead. Boom. Now this time Navi does force up, unlike on the previous side where they didn't force up when they lost the pistols. 4 people outside, perfecto winner. With a what? Oh, with the Deagle. Okay. Virtus.Pro, somewhat of a default spread, somewhat similar to what Navi would do with 1 guy main, 2 guys Ivy, and 2 guys inner. Now Sanji did do a run jump there with James, showing presence on Ivy. Perfecto hears this guy, and he also hears one in pop, so this makes Simple check out what's up, but he goes quickly back. Now we stay on their what do you call that? They stand their ground. There you go. Looks like Virtus.Pro is gonna gather up towards inner. And there's little that Perfecto can do about this one. Now Simple does come here. The timing on the smoke is very good. Perfecto does take out one, Simple takes out another. They still have to walk in, and they're already 2 guys, both dinked by Simple with the scout. That's very tough. Yeah. Okay, Simple, okay. He did a lot of damage. Perfecto also killed 2 guys, I think. That was a little nice, teamwork there. But I don't know, I just get a feeling they were so slow to push in on the VP side of things. I don't know. Full eco for Virtus.Pro, which is understandable. They have a pretty good round advantage, so they go for the eco instead of doing a potato buy. Quickard is taken out, and other than that, it's somewhat a similar spread to what they did in the previous round. Somewhat. 2 rounds ago, sorry, not on the previous round. And also on the previous round. It doesn't work out. Buster is all that's left. Okay. Very nice shot by Buster. Booster. You wanna boost me? Yeah. Round number 19. Sanji main, Buster and the Dren inner. No, sorry, they're also main. Yeah, they're also main. Actually, only Buster is main, Adren is inner with Quickard. James is probably throwing some nades. Yeah, he flashed one for his nades. It is a 4v4, which favors Virtus.Pro. So, oof. Trades go left and right. Does work out in Navi's favor though. So now they are tempted to go inner from the looks of it. It's a 3v2. Navi still doesn't is still not rotating anybody towards B. Go away, go away. That's my spot. Now Perfecto is there, and I don't know what's the plan here. Yeah, maybe Jim to push upper, and then Quickard can go contact towards connector. Yeah, I think that's what they were trying to do. Yeah, who was it? Buster? Whatever. Buster going here. I think that's what they were trying, and then once he has contact with anybody, then Quicker can nicely push outside here and have a contact, maybe catch somebody off guard. It's a good plan on paper. It didn't work out this time. This went a little bit too much ahead, but we're gonna work with it. Eco round from Virtus.Pro. Two guys in her, one pop, one main, one Ivy. Adren is gonna play the smoke here. It doesn't work out, but yeah, it was a tough thing to make it work. But they might get the bomb plant, or maybe not. Okay, 2-1-2 from VP. They do the round boost again. I guess they're gonna do it until they have a first contact, and then they're gonna stop, because then it's gonna be probably expected. But nobody saw them until now, so they're gonna do it until it hopefully works. Hopefully for them works. Looks like they're gonna gather up towards inner after showing some pretty decent presence in Ivy. Sanji takes out Flamey in Ivy, which makes this quite difficult. Simple is here, and Boomich is close to pop, but they're still gonna be quite hard. And they still don't know where the T's are gonna push. Okay, just now they've heard the steps. Boomich heard the steps in her, and probably they're gonna save. At this point in time, there's no chance that they're gonna go first. Go for this. Okay, full buy. Two to one from VP. Actually, no. Quicker was in her, so three guys in her. Buster in main, Sanji in Ivy. Sanji is just holding for some possible aggression. Looks like they're heading towards inner. Navi has two people here, Simple and Perfecto. I mean, Adren might walk into this. I think, yeah, Electronic will hear this. So at this point in time, I think they have a pretty good idea that it's gonna be B. Hence the rotations. Electronic heard Sanji run and inside, so yeah, no fakes here, just executes. I think Simple saw the legs. That's a nice shot there. Oh. That's a nice shot. Very well by Thimpled. So, round number 23. Three guys in her, Buster main. James is Ivy this time. That's a good flash to force the repositioning from Flamey. somewhat of a similar setup to the previous round, where they would throw that molly from the stairs and they were 3 guys in her. Buster is still main. And James is gonna pop for him, yeah. They did something similar previously also. Now James is heading towards inner with the bomb. Looks like it's gonna be the same round all over again. But this time Adrian is pushing his in lower pop. They have 30 seconds left. So there's not much time to play around with. Looks like it's gonna be A. Yeah, Boomich hears this. So they have to go. I don't know what they were throwing here, but the clock is running down. They have 5 seconds to plant the bomb. Yeah, no more time. Yeah, that's... I don't know. They waited too long, if you ask me. They were hoping for somebody from Navi to push or something, I think. The push didn't come. They didn't even get... because that was a cheeky play. You saw that... who was it? I think Buster was middle. Sanji... There was one player, I can't remember exactly what. James, yeah, James came back from Ivy. Then he popped. It was pretty late in the round, so maybe they were expecting to catch somebody in this area pushed up from Navi, but there was nobody here. And the clock was already running down, so they had to execute something. They decided to execute A, but Boomich was close and he heard the steps, so they were already knowing what's coming. Navi was knowing what's coming. I don't know. I think that was a little bit too slow of a round. Now they're going straight to inner. Buster in a 1v. Nada. 12 to 12. Now we are locking these rounds down. I wonder what went wrong. Oh, those are some nice nades from Navi. They hit James quite hardly. Now again, Buster is in main. Trying to get some information here. James and Sanji on Ivy. James is coming back. Advent towards Pop and quicker towards the ramps. Buster gets taken out on main. So I think, yeah, I think they wanted to pop again, but this time the timing was off and Navi actually got the upper hand. They are suspecting that one guy is in main. 40 seconds again. So Boomich does fall back. There are 3 guys in main. They see the bomb now with 30 seconds, so there's no way they're gonna go B. They are still playing it so slowly with 25 seconds left. Yeah, Simple takes care of them. I don't know, man. They're playing it so slowly. Okie dokie. Sanji and Buster are in main. Adran, what was that? A smoke? Yeah, I think that was a smoke. Flashes out his teammates, and it's gonna be a chaos from all angles. Main, Pop, and Ivy. Doesn't seem to work for Virtus.Pro. They have a trade there, but They do pull it off to a 1v2. So there is some damage inflicted, but by this point Navi already has a lot of cash. Gathered from the previous rounds. Now he has an op and 35 seconds to work with. Electronic in the same spot in which he was while he was on the T side. Perfecto here should get this shot. Okay, he eventually gets it. 12-14. What happened here? A lot of steps and presence towards B. 3 guys. Adren again on the stairs, toying around. Sanji on Ivy, Buster on main. Buster throws an ace in between the trains. By the looks of it, they're gonna go inner. Very slow round again. They're still pretty spread out. There's only 40 seconds left. Yeah, I'm guessing they tried to sell a fake on A, I think. Adren does do a good job to take out 2 people, but Perfecto is still in B. He does hear the footsteps. Ay. He misses the Virtus.Pro player was very smart to plan there. It basically saved the bomb plant. Now it's a 2-on-3. I don't know if Navi will go for it. Oh, with this, yeah, with 2 ops, they opt to pull back. So, 13-14, full buy on both sides. Somewhat similar setup, but not quite. They switched up the game a little bit. Adren is holding Ivy while 3 guys are still inner. Buster is outside. He was flashed by Adren to cause some chaos. He manages to do so because he takes out 2 guys. Quicker kills Perfecto in the B bomb site, and looks like that's gonna be the round. Very good play by Buster. Yeah, they're gonna probably try to save. The AVPs, 1 falls, both fall. Okay. Full buy from Navi. They're not gonna play for the equal, for the OT. This is a very quick play by Virtus.Pro. Rush outside. They pulled it off to a 3v3. Wow, that's refreshing to see them rushing out like this. Oh. It's a nice molly, but it's not gonna work out. James helps out, and yeah, that's gonna be it. The trades go towards Navi. That's a very nice shot, but still not gonna save the round for him. So, last round. Two guys in her with Adren and Quickert. Sanji again, man on duty for Ivy. Jim is gonna join them while Buster is in middle. Hello, Hit. Welcome to the stream, mister. Yeah, well, it is kinda depressing for Navi, but fair and square. VP won this fair and square. They played pretty good. I think Buster hears Boomich here. He did hear the steps. And combine that with the flash, I'm pretty sure he's aware of the fact that somebody might be in that spot, hence the nade. It doesn't do that much damage on Boomich. But again, they are waiting just in default spots. 45 seconds left. Yep. I said this at the beginning of the stream. I was thinking about, like, this is one of those weird matches that for some reason it made me feel like VP is gonna win this, and they actually did 2-0. And that's gonna be it. Flame is in a very tough spot. Oh. Yeah, it was interesting to see. Virtus.Pro played slowly the whole half, but as soon as they had the upper hand, like when it was like 14-14, I think, and Navi had the potato buy, they just quickly rushed out middle, which they didn't do the whole half. It was interesting. Then it played out slowly as usual, and that was the match. That 27th round was interesting to see. Okay, guys, one itsy bitsy moment and I will be right back with you. I'm back. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch Nathan Brazil against FURIA. They played Inferno and Vertigo. We're gonna watch Inferno. Was this made in Brazil's map pick? Or what? Okay, made in Brazil picked Inferno. Ballsy move. Let's see what's up. A lot of people second mid, but also a lot of people for FURIA and apps. I wonder if there's some sort of read into what Made in Brazil usually does on Inferno from FURIA. By the looks of it, Made in Brazil will fake in B. And then they're gonna push A. Yeah, it makes sense to do that. It is a good fake. But K-Serato does hear this, so they know that it's gonna be A, but even if they know, it's little that Henny can do by himself.
Bomb has been planted.
Okay, I'm gonna try to read that. Hello, SE Zonex. That one goal. What's up, mister? Welcome to the stream. Welcome all of you to the stream. Hit the like button. If you enjoy what you see, maybe share the channel with your friends, you know, so on and so forth, so we can reach 9,000 subscribers by the end of the day or something. So FURIA did force up. Ada Brazil is gathering towards middle by the looks of it. Myron is peeking towards Banana to see if there's some presence. He does have the bomb, so he should be careful. How are you today, Asizox? That's an interesting nickname. Did you change your name recently? Your profile picture looks familiar. So it is gonna be a middle contact play. But they do walk into a pretty solid crosshair from FURIA. Yeah. Unlucky for Made in Brazil. FURIA did a good job to set up a cross fire there. They go for a B rush. They do trade one guy, which theoretically would be in the advantage of the T side, but they are all very low, so this makes the rest of the round very hard. Now it's a 4-on-3. They want to rotate back. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this. Yeah, this was beautiful. By Henny. Nothing special to comment here, to be honest with you. They wanted to rush B, it didn't work out, they turned back towards middle. Full eco from Made in Brazil. That's a nice nade from Serato. I think I should record a POV with him from this match. He's in trouble here, but he's doing a good job in staying alive. And that was it. Yeah. Banana play from Made in Brazil. Full buy from both sides, obviously. They show some heavy presence in second mid with 3 guys. Art was pushing by himself, I don't know exactly. Maybe he was speaking not by himself, because 2 guys were pushing in ab, so this was a calculated push here. It just didn't work out on Art's side of the map, because he walked into a 3-man push. Now Serato does a very good job in thinning the herd on the other side of the map. I apologize for that. Oh. And it's a 3-on-3 now. What? Fred doesn't have a crosshair. What am I looking at? Why is Fred not having a crosshair? I think he's just trolling. Maybe those are the settings that he put in before the match, and then in game he just switched it up. Okay. Round number 6. Obviously full buy for both sides. FURIA was still on the bonus round, previous round. So let's see what Made in Brazil will cook up. Okay, they're gonna battle it out on Banana. Decent damage on both sides. Now KNG is low HP, 21 HP, but FURIA players are also, 2 of them are hit. Everybody's gathered up in middle / Banana, with the exception of Taco, who is taking care of the other side of the map, just lurking, maybe holding off some pushes. Or does take out 2 on Banana. Those are very important frags. And they do decide to push in, but it doesn't work out, and there's little that Taco can do in this spot. Yeah. There you go. Eco round 4 made in Brazil. And he takes out Taco. He did take a wide peek. I usually when I play I don't take those peeks, because if you get wrecked it's your fault. It's a high risk position. Fur does see Henny, but still it didn't. It wasn't as fruitful as Fur would have liked it to be. 4 on 5. Double nades in middle from FURIA. It didn't hit anybody, but it was quite dangerous. And Art again taking out 2 people on banana. This time they are on eco, but still important frags. 4v2. 4v chuchu. Chuchu muchu. 4v chuchu muchu. This is a tough spot to be in if you are made in Brazil. But I remember this round. This is the round where Art, although he took out 2 people, but he did a re-peek, which got him killed, and he dropped the AWP, which gives KNG the opportunity to clutch here. He's in a one-on-one now, with an up. Yep. That was a good job by KNG, and I think it was Fur. A very, very good job. So, full buy on both sides. FURIA has a potato buy. They are gonna battle for banana control. 2 people on banana from made in Brazil. This is the round where this is just some Brazilian samba here from Art. He pushes down. He pushed down middle, took out 1 guy. Then he yeah, that was just a crazy push in middle by Art. It does thin the herd, but it's still a 3v3. I don't know why I fast forwarded there. I'm sorry, guys. That's a reflex. They do decide to go banana. Queserato is good for 1, and now it's a 2v2.
Bomb has been planted.
I think this is where MiBR hits 2 nice shots. Yep. Eco round, full eco round for FURIA. Fur is taking them out in A. Yeah, not much to see here, I guess, because of the nature of the round. They are on an eco round. Still, a default spread here from made in Brazil, 2-1-2. 2 guys banana, 1 mid and 2 second mid. Just holding off possible pushes or something. I like how slow they play right now. It's a 5-on-3. They know that FURIA is on a full eco, and still they don't. They're not rushing into anything. So they're gonna throw some nades, execute B, and they're just gonna push MiBR in while they are executing on A. So it's a fake, somewhat of a fake on MiBR. And they push in on A side. Yuri does a very good job to take out two guys with the USP, but it's still not gonna be enough. Okay, full buy, round number 10. KNG and Myron going banana and Fallen, so they're battling for banana. KNG gets taken out by K-Serato. Myron also burns the crisps. Now Fallen has to fall back. Very good job by K-Serato. Fur is lurking here, but he's in a tough spot. Taco does a very good job into taking out one guy. And Fur does some damage on Vinny. Taco with the moves here. He did two very important entry frags. Now it's a 2v2. So it was pretty basic again. They battled for B. They lost the battle there. They lost two people and then they just pushed in middle. Granted, they did go for a contact play where Taco just walked up on short and Fur was close to long. Fallen was coming from B. It should have not worked, but it did work. It was a 5-on-3, and yeah, they're gonna lose again. Eco round for FURIA. More of a slow play for Made in Brazil now. They're showing a lot of, like, they're focusing their forces towards middle, while Fallen is just barking on banana. I should use that term more, but although maybe some players might think it's offensive, I don't mean it in an offensive way, but I just say, like, you know, when dogs bark but they never bite. That's what Fallen was doing there. They were just showing some presence, but they didn't have the intention of pushing in. I don't know if they are aware of the fact that they are facing a full eco now, but they are still very cautious in how they execute the plan here. It's gonna be an A push eventually, with most of the players gathered up in short while KNG is holding the long, but the possible long rotations. It does do a lot of damage on K-Serato. So it's basically, yeah, a push towards short. KNG was holding rotations. Pretty straightforward after Fallen showed some presence from a distance, which I'm sure FURIA was aware of on banana. Next! So let's see. Full buy on both sides. FURIA has a double up setup. One on B and one on A. A to the Milky Way. Everybody's in middle for Made in Brazil. Looks like it's gonna be a mid execution. Taco is on second. He's gonna probably push apps just to hit the side from multiple angles. Now he is slowed down by a molly, and yeah, that messes up a little bit. FURIA locks down the site. That molly, I'm guessing it's from Henny. That was very important because it did slow down Taco's push, so he couldn't assist his teammates. So that just shows you how strong a molly can be with the right timing. Now it's a 5-on-2 again. It shouldn't work this time. KNG is hoping for a peek from the CT side. Here's the jump. Gets a nice frag there, but not more. Yeah. There was not much that Taco could have done there. That molly, man, that molly was gold. So, full buy. For everybody, full buy, yes! Robin Hood was in town and he dropped some money to everybody so they can have a full buy. So we can see the beautiful Brazilian samba that we have on the server right now. 5 on 5. Still, full buy. Double up setup for FURIA. Oh, that was a nice little... That was a nice play. Let's watch that again. FURIA dropped a smoke, deep banana, so that they can take control, but Made in Brazil played for a retake, so they Mayern popped out Fallen, and Fallen just peeked, and he wrecked Art. That was a nice team play there. Nice initiative by Made in Brazil. Okay, let's see this. Yeah. I didn't know that Fallen was so up ahead, but it did work out. That's an unusual... Yeah, that's an unusual angle to hold. If you're Art, let's... I mean, I guess you could take your opponents by surprise from that angle, but at the same time you are very, very open to what just happened, which is to get popped and to get shot afterwards. So it's a yeah, it's a high risk, high reward kind of situation. I want to see it from his perspective. Maybe we can understand it a little bit better. But I think that's it. They wanted to fight for banana control. They did fight for banana control. Yeah, he did it on purpose. He didn't just fall off. He actually missed the shot also. So all in all, kind of a clumsy work there from Art. So 6-7, eco round for Made in Brazil. They lost the round, by the way. I made a mistake there. I went too much ahead. I have the reflex to go too much ahead when one player dies, because that's what I usually do when I record the POVs. If the player dies, I fast forward, you know. I apologize for that. That's a silly mistake from the best channel that nobody watches. Hit that like button. Share the channel with your friends. I welcome you to the stream. And if you see this after it's done on a video, when it's not live, thank you very much for watching, man. I hope you have a lovely day. It's a nice boost there. It doesn't work out because Fallen was a little bit too eager to hit the shot, in my humble opinion. And now they just push in here. One guy also pushed in. Oh my god! One guy also pushed in mid for Made in Brazil. Now this opens up everything for Made in Brazil. Fallen hit some nice shots here. I don't even know if FURIA will go for it. Looks like they're gonna go for it. They still have one flash, but yeah, I don't know. Very tough, very tough. Nice shot by Yuri. Oh, I think I remember what happens here. Fallen with the quad kill, man. Such a good round from Fallen. He's such a joy to watch when he plays well. And I'm gonna pull back the demo to see what happened. It's besides the point. Yeah, Fallen won the round by himself in this previous round, and it's 8-7. Sorry, 8-6. Last round of the half. FURIA has a decent buy here. They have 2 ops. They lack utility, but it can still work out. presence on banana. KNG did a very good job to sneak inside that spot there. Oh, he sees. There you go. Very good round from KNG here. They take B and this should be it. 5v3. Very hard to retake B, even if you are on equal numbers. If you're on a handicap, it's even harder. But they do have to try it because it's the last round. So Yuri is probably hoping for a push from the Ruins guy for a mistake, but that's not gonna happen. Okay, maybe it does happen, but that's besides the point. Yeah, very tough spot. If you are Yuri. Now, fast forward to the pistol round. Yeah, KNG did a good job into infiltrating himself up there. I guess that was the plan also, so it actually worked out. He completely took the Opera, I think it was Ord, by surprise there. The Opera wasn't even considering anybody to be here while he was peeking deep. So he got caught. Then he followed up with a frag towards the CT player. So overall a good job. Let's go ahead and see what FURIA are gonna do here. Look at that aggressive push down in middle with 3 guys while Taco is holding the blind spot and second. Now they are gathered up. Yuri does gonna take out 1. Oh wow, a lot of damage on Fur. And it's all down to Henny. This was a crazy little push there with 3 people in mid and Taco holding second, also from mid. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I guess maybe if you have some CZs in the mix, but pushing down to fight in close quarters with the USPs against Glock doesn't sound like a good plan, but it will definitely take your opposition by surprise, so I'm guessing that's why they do it. It actually did work out, by the way, this time also, but yeah, still. The bomb is on Henny's back, so... This might get tricky, man. He did hear, Henny did hear Fallen here. I'm absolutely sure I heard him in my headphones. Oh. I mean, why would you jump out like that if you're Fallen? I think that was a mistake. Why would you jump out like that? 3v1. Fur is on low HP. Henny probably knows it. Now he hears the rotation. That's a very, very nice positioning. He can't really hit a shot. 1 shot. Oh my god. Finally. Henny takes the round. That's such a mess. That's such a mess of a round. Let's just leave it at that. It was a giant mess. I actually think, you know what, if you are gonna push down with, with 3 people and then 1 holding in and 1 banana, blah, 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 after you've killed everybody and it's a 3v1, you might as well stick together for Funky Monkey's sake and not spread out to give a chance to the T player, because if you're all together, Henny can do anything that he wants. He's not gonna pop 3 heads at the same time, you know. That was a giant mess in my humble opinion. Just stick together. Why not stick together? You don't risk anything. You do risk a bomb plant, maybe, if the timing is right for Henny, but still better than losing the round. You don't have to give him chances to take individual fights, and that's what happened there. I do not understand why Fallen jumped out of the balcony there. Yeah. See ya on your team. So I do not understand what's up there, but I mean it is what it is. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I lost it there a little bit, to be honest with you. That's such a... I don't know. That's just a giant mess. Okay, let's stop there. So, FURIA pushed in here, in the middle. They do take KNG out. Now Made in Brazil forced up. I don't know when... whatever. I don't really agree with forcing up on the second round. Although, if it is going to work on a map, it's gonna be on Inferno because of the close battles that you might have, but I still don't agree with it. I mean, just eco and then buy next round with some... Buy next round some nice FAMASes and maybe MP9s. And in close quarter combats, those are very, very effective weapons. Now FURIA was caught with his nade in his hand. And yeah. FURIA take out here. The opposition. They showed mid presence, they took out one guy, then they rotated towards B. They caught Made in Brazil by surprise. We saw there that Fur didn't have any sound cues that they might come here, only when it was too late already. And he was with his big nade in his hand. So FURIA is gonna spread out right now. ChilledCow is showing some presence here. Throws a nice nade on Fallen. 4 guys in B and 1 on A for Made in Brazil. FURIA is gonna push in towards long. That took a while, ChilledCow. Fallen does know that ChilledCow is low and he's gonna go for the kill, which is very nice. Nice shot from Fallen and good judgment, good decision making. Now things slowed down here. Looks like they're gonna push on A eventually. They don't completely check pit. Why does... Oh, Henny has the bomb. Okay, maybe that's why. I think that's why he didn't check the pit completely, because he had the bomb. But yeah, that was just a kind of a mistake, if I'm being honest, on FURIA's side. They still take the round, so that's what matters. So looks like an A execute with a lot of nades. Either an execute, either a fake. No, it's a full execute. They trade, which does favor FURIA, but why does... you know, let me just... it was a 4-on-4, then KNG takes out one guy, props to him, but he decides to re-peek. I don't know if he had a flash, if he had the pop flash there. I want to see it, because if he didn't have a pop flash and he just re-peeked, that's just a bad mistake. And you shouldn't do that mistake on this level, but they still do it. Man, you have an advantage, guys, you have an advantage, you fall back, okay? Just do it. Just do it! I think that if there is no pop for KNG here, then that's a pretty amateur mistake to re-peek on this level. Okay, this is where he takes out one. Yeah, so you take out one. Yeah, and you re-peek. Nah, that's a mistake from him. And it's a 2-on-2 now. Okay, maybe a 1-on-2. Fur is in a tight spot here. The nade does do a little bit of damage on Henny, but this is a very, very tough spot if you are a CT-sided player. Very tough spot. Yeah, there you go. There you go, KNG. There you go. Do that repeat, baby. Do it one more time. One more time, please. And that, I don't know, that CT-sided pistol round from Made in Brazil, I still didn't get over it. Okay, whatever. Eco buy for Made in Brazil. They have some pistols, they have 2 armors on Fur and Taco. Somewhat of a default spread here for FURIA. They usually stay close to middle, even when they show presence on banana, from what I've seen. Yuri and Vinny are gonna weasel around in second mid, while Henny is on duty in the middle side of things. Now Art and Ceserato are fighting in B, and they're just showing some presence. Art gets taken out. I don't know what's going on here. Trying to understand what they are hoping to achieve here with those fights. Okay, maybe they're trying to sell a double fake, but there is no presence in middle, so yeah, the execution is coming. Fur has a very nice spot here. Why? I don't know. Yeah. Why is he spamming so hard? Okay, it did work out for Fur. He did take down 3 guys. Although the second guy that he missed, I think he could have gotten him if he would have just been a little bit more patient. But, god damn. Fur used that deagle in that round like a machine gun. It did work out for him in the end, so... What do I know, man? What do I know? I know shit. Okay, round number 21. Full buy on both sides. Double up setup on Made in Brazil. Again, Yuri and Vinny on second mid, while the rest of the guys are middle slash banana, but still close to base. Now they are taking it slowly but surely. Things slow down. By the looks of things, they're gathering towards B. Fall and then Fur are waiting here. It's still not sure if they're gonna fully push in. Okay, now they're gonna fully push in. I think Henny smoked graveyard. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna push in eventually. Made in Brazil has no response for this, so I'm guessing they're gonna just save up at this point. There's no point in going for it with 2 ops. That's not gonna happen. I don't know why Fallen fell back so much. Maybe it's because they thought it was just gonna be a fake. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you want to help me grow my channel, my work. Yeah, maybe share the channel with your friends, as I always say. If you enjoy what you see and you would like to help me reach higher numbers, I'm gonna work on another top 10. I think I'll start today. Might finish it by tomorrow in the evening. It depends on how things go. With showing you guys some cheap knives. Hello, Flavius Pistol. That's an interesting name, Flavius. In case you see this, welcome. Still a 5v5. This is a very tall boost there. Yeah, it doesn't work out for them. Fallen do. Wow, okay. Gets wrecked by Art. I don't know. I want to see what Art saw there. Because from Fallen's perspective, he didn't see anything. let's see what Art saw. If we can manage to get to that point. Takes a while to pull back demos, you know, on HLTV. On the belt stuff. Ei, salut Flaviu, bine ai venit pe canal. Și eu sunt gur. Pardon, român. Okay. What? Look at this shit. Oh. So it pulled the demo back all the way to 42, man. Come on. So it was like what? 11 to 12, I think. Oh, man. Well, as I said before, at least we have the ability to watch demos in this game, unlike in other games that consider themselves an esport or a future esport. So, let me just see. I think it was 12 to 10. Can somebody help me out, please? No, it looks like it's not 12 to 10. Might have been a little bit more. Shit. Hey, Himashu. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm good. I just got wrecked by the UI. I just got wrecked by the demo UI. Oh, fuck. What about you, man? How's your day so far? How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Hit that like button, will you? Ah! Fucking shit. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna roll from 12 to 10. It's super frustrating, but it is what it is. Can't remember what round we ended up being in. It sometimes happens for no good reason, where you pull back the demo a little bit, and then it pulls it all the way back to paradise. Okay, 10 to 12. The boys are gathered up on banana. Those are some nice... Taco does a good job in trading back fur. It's still a tough 4-on-4 here, though, for Made in Brazil. Oh, Gabe! What you doing, Gabe? Fix this shit! Oh, that's nice. It's nice to work from home, man. Convenient, obviously. 3-on-3 is gonna be a B execution in the end, but it's gonna work out towards FURIA. But as I said, Kiserato is low. I think I remember this round. Fallen gets a nice shot here. He does have a smoke. I think he outplays himself a little bit here. Instead of dropping the smoke on the bomb, maybe trying some shenanigans, he decides to go all the way back, which is respectable. It might have worked, but it doesn't, because Henny goes towards banana. And even in this spot, if you're fallen, I don't know. Yeah, there's no time. Henny takes him out. And it's gonna be 13 to 10. Again, full buy on both sides. Made the Brazil have enough money to buy up. They have the full bonus, so plus bonus, so that's good. How was your weekend, Timashu? Fallen does a good job in taking out the push here. They didn't flash him or anything, they just jumped into their crosshair, if you remember correctly. Yeah, let's watch that again. Hopefully this time we won't go all the way back to paradise. Yeah, my hands are up. So, I think they made a contact play here on Fallen, which is quite a bad idea. No. Would this line up? No. I don't think so. I don't know, maybe if if it would be nice to see them pick up some other players, other Brazilian players from FURIA, especially if they could pick up a Cerato and maybe another one. That would be so good for them, but unfortunately it's not possible, so they have to do with what they have. I just want to see if this was a contact play, because that's pretty dumb. Okay, at least, yeah, Art didn't, okay, Art did the right thing there, but Yuri, I don't know, my friend. Yuri Boyka, that jump was, I think it was too eager there. That was a mistake. Art, you cannot blame. The first frag that he made, you cannot blame for, it wasn't his mistake, because he jumped. He was aware that somebody might be there, and Fallen was there, but instead of falling back, Fallen just peeked him. So, yeah, there's not much that you can do against it. So this gets us down to 5v2, because I love you. He is a unique player, gotta say. He's a very unique player and good player. When he's on fire, man, it's just such a joy to watch him play. He is one of the few players which, when I watch them play, it just makes me want to play the game, you know? It makes me want to get into the server and play some opping, so on and so forth. Play some Counter-Strike, you know. He has such a nice style to watch. What about you? Do you think they will reach the same heights with this lineup as they did before? Himanshu? Hima. I'm gonna call you Hima. So, second mid presence for FURIA. Made Brazil throws a nice nade there towards second mid. Cerato holds off any possible banana aggression. He gets a nade under his ass. Now they do push in, again towards long, again towards Fallen. I don't understand these plays. When they're just jumping through smokes, literally jumping through smokes. So it ends up being a 2v1. Oh, I think I remember what happens here. 2v1 for Made in Brazil. It's a little bit chaotic how FURIA like to play. Not a big fan of it, but it is interesting to see, to watch, you know. It is it can definitely make for some very interesting situations and spots. Oh, let me just, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna, they put themselves in spots which you don't really see in the pro scene a lot, so it's fun to watch, but I don't know if it's so effective. Yeah, I don't think FNX is gonna come back. I don't know why. Like, I don't know him, obviously. But he never struck me as a player that would be like super hard working, you know, into practice and so on and so forth. So that might be a problem for him. And he's been gone for a while, so who knows? Maybe you're right. Who knows? He could hang if he would come back, but yeah, it's hard with this lineup. Five v5. FURIA on a half buy here. Art does have an op. They're spread out towards middle. Vinny is in second. Art does spot the jumping of Fur, but Fur also spots him, so he just chills. He doesn't repeat. He doesn't make silly mistakes like Art did. And on the CT side, Now it's gonna be a B execution. That's a good flash. Fallen takes out one guy. Yeah, maybe we should watch Fallen. Okay, he misses one shot. And then there were two. 2 on 3 at the moment on this bomb site. KNG goes down here. Boop. Yeah. Does get taken out, but KNG does a good job here. It's gonna be 13-13. Ooh, let's watch Art. He has a Mac 10. Probably anticipating the enemies not to have a head armor, which is definitely not the case. It might work in some situations. I'm guilty of this myself. Usually on weapon rounds as a CT, I don't always buy head armor unless I have enough money to just not care about the difference between a head armor also. It's because most of the times you're gonna play against AKs, and with the AK you're a one shot if you're headshotted, so there's no point in that. But sometimes you can get wrecked by that strategy. So it's gonna be an A execute towards long. KNG does take out one guy. They are insisting, but Mayron is here in the pit. Wire, man, I saw this I think live. Like, some of the decision making here is like so potato. I get it that you jump once, but why are you jumping twice here in that spot? Because obviously they're gonna spam you. Just play the info and then fall back, try to make a move, try to play it a little bit smarter. Yeah, not in that case. Okay, Dragon. Goodbye. (13 to 14). Full buy on both sides, although Made in Brazil has a Deagle on Taco, and they have limited utility. Okay, here we go with the Brazilian Samba. Myron was pushed middle, while Fur made this way all the way down here, which might be good, but with that smoke from KNG, they will definitely clear this area if they decide to come banana. It's a 4 on 5. Yeah, exactly. Usually, yeah. Fur took a good decision there. And it's sometimes little things like that that make the difference in a round. We saw previously when we watched Navi against Virtus.Pro how Boomich made a mistake there that costed them the round, and maybe also a few rounds after, one more round after. So at this level, I think like the best option, the thing that will make you most consistent, is to just try to make as little mistakes as possible. So it's an A execution here. Fallen takes down the bomber. He gets taken out. 3 on 2. Made in Brazil doing a good job holding off the attack here, but oof, that's not gonna work out. Okay, maybe it does work out. That's a good job from MiBR. From MiBR. Okie dokie. Are they fully forcing? They're still in base, buying up. They're undecided. Okay, they were somewhat fully forced. Well, some of them are, some of them aren't, so they are kind of hanging with the double-edged sword here. Fallen gets overwhelmed and oh wow, well, not much to say there. They pushed in towards B. All the trades went their side. And probably that's gonna be it. Very tough spot if you're made in Brazil in this situation. Yeah, that was one of those disaster rounds. Look at the doggy. My wife is coming home from work. She's waiting at the door. Oh boy. Okay, so 15 to 14, baby. Obviously made himself forced up last round. Not a very good buy. Pistol and armor, and they have utility on 3 guys. FURIA playing default with Vinny and Yuri on second. Serato and Art were in banana, and Tenny holding middle like they used to do in the beginning of the T side here. Serato again with some presence towards banana, while the rest of the guys are pushing in towards long. I saw them do this a lot, so it looks like they like to do this, where they push towards long. This time they're gonna turn back. Serato kills Fallen, which might even push them even more to towards that decision. Now the smoke is a little bit too late. Yeah, the timing of the smoke was not so fortunate for Fur, and the Brazilian wrecking ball just pushes in.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh boy. Yeah, there was some mistakes here. Like on the pistol round, that was just a giant mess on Made in Brazil's part. Even when they were even when they were 2-on-1, I don't know why Fallen jumped out of the apps. Henny didn't even fake the bomb planting, so yeah. What is this? What are you? Can I listen to any of these? Hello. Okay, one moment, guys. Okay guys, I'm back. So what happened is that I actually put on the chain on the door so my wife couldn't come in. Okay, yeah, that was it for today, I think. Yeah, I'll see you again tomorrow. I'll see at what hour. I think it's gonna be same. I think it's gonna be 12 o'clock. I'm gonna be announcing it later on today on my Twitter and also on YouTube here. So you're gonna see. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I wish everybody a lovely day, lovely morning, lovely evening, whenever, wherever, and however you are. And until next time, stay strong.